Okay. So now we know that Akku's husband has come. Okay, and the elder members of the village asked them to live together for a few days, and then they insist them to leave the place itself. The staccato sound of Dodajaya's approaching staff was heard. Vasu Chikkapaya clamped his hand over Akku's mouth and dragged her into the kitchen close by that was used for cooking on special occasions. Pulling out a stick of firewood from the pile there, he brought it down repeatedly on Akku's back, like beating a garment on the washing stone. So he better like as if people wash clothes. If you could have seen in Dobby Ghats how people wash their clothes like that, he started beating her. If you roam around speaking of river, pond, lake, well, and such things, not just Adadmane Timapaya, even his father will catch hold of you. Hereafter, all this roaming around shall stop. The thrashing was continued. So this Vasu Chikkapaya was beating Akku for being a wanderer. Who knows whether he truly touched her or not? Believing this once mindless boasting attacks him, supposing we go, and we might be the ones who will be forced to swallow a slap on the cheek, said Antana soberly as he rolled a bit of areca nut in his mouth. So here he says, who knows whether he truly touched her or not. So this lady, Antana feels that even Vasuchikapaya is pretending. So he is not actually beating. Believing this once mindless boasting attacks him, supposing we go. We might be the ones who will be forced to swallow a slap on the cheek. These are all Kannada terminologies. Dash it, of all people that Timapaya, could you say his sperm is even capable of impregnating and bringing forth offspring? He guffawed like sawing wood. So guffawed means laugh, laugh weirdly. So this Akku says, I am pregnant. When somebody asks who is the reason, then Akku says that the neighbor Timapaya is the reason. Then this Antama mocks at Timapaya. Do you think if you look at Timapaya, he is capable of impregnating anybody? Bring Sankapa here. Who is Sankapa? Sankapa is Akku's husband. Let husband and wife go out of here once and for all. Let them take a rope for their feet and neck if necessary. Means they, at any cost, these people want Akku and Sankapa to leave the place, to leave their village, and they even say if they want, they can even commit suicide. That's why they say a rope for their feet and necks. Why feet? Let's say if you want to jump times while committing suicide, they tie a huge stone on the other end of the rope, and on one end they tie their feet and jump into the well so that they can drown easily. That is one. That is for feet. Neck means for normal suicide. Even the pillars in the house were chattering by now. Dodajaya just then descended on the scene. He was shaking in anger. What kind of curse is this in my life? He groaned. Thrash her. Thrash her a few more times. If she drops dead, let her die. There is no one to cry for her, he said. Vasu Chikkapaya continued to rain blows. Ayayo, Vasu is killing me. Apaya, he is beating me. He is killing my baby Apaya. So we can see how Akku is being beaten and how she is mourning. You asked this fellow why you were sitting and waiting on Tamanaya's veranda day before yesterday, Apaya. He hit her on her screaming mouth. So now Akku is complaining about Vasuchikapaya. She is ask Vasuchikapaya why he was waiting on Tamanaya's veranda. He hit her on her screaming mouth. No one stopped him. No one intervened either to say no or pull her away from him. Every minute, the size of those gathered around was growing. It appeared as though they stood there wishing the scene to go on forever. Means, even see, one thing you should understand, if there is any crime that is happening, either you should move away from the scene of crime or you should inform the concerned authorities to stop it. You can't just say that I saw a person killing another person, I was just looking at it. So if you just looking at it, it's like in the supporting the crime indirectly. So similarly, other people, though they heard Vasuji Kapaya beating Akku and Akku moaning or groaning, they didn't try to stop her. So even in that sense, they are also criminals, indirectly supporting the crime. There was a matching momentum to the screaming and the thrashing. Means matching momentum to the screaming and the thrashing means you should visualize. It's like it's very filmy. When he used to hit, there used to be, depending on the intensity of the hit or beatings, there used to be the intensity of the screaming also varied. When Banu Chiki with her arms on her hips observed, if it is not craziness, what else is it? This one can make a fool of anyone. Her voice seemed to be edged with tears. If I had been beaten up like this, I would have just died. Isn't this why they say crazy people are very strong? said another woman's voice. Strike her as she might on her mouth. Akku's bawling did not cease. Neither did the abusing stop. She did not die. So even women did not sympathize with the situation of Akku. They too kept on saying, don't. They kept on talking about psychological illness. They say since she is crazy, she is in a position to bear the pain. If anybody else had been in this position, they couldn't have bear this pain. Exhausted, leaving Akku there, all of you clear out. Vasu Chikkapaya ordered. Soon after that, he himself came out, shut the door quickly, and bolted it. Fear of Akku rushing to the door immediately to bang on it and demand her freedom were belied. Our desire to secretly unbolt the door when no one was looking also lost its warmth. Akku remained inside, waving a towel through the small window and shouting, "That Tamanaya's wife is waiting for you. Go look, run fast, shameless man. Come and hit me, let me see." So here, after beating, this Vasu Chikkapaya only is exhausted. He only is tired, but Akku is not. All of you clear out. Vasu Chikkapaya ordered. He is tired and orders everybody to leave. Soon after that, he himself came out, shut the door quickly, and bolted it. So finally, they locked Akku inside a room. Fear of Akku rushing to the door immediately to bang on it and demand of freedom was belied. Means he thought that the moment the door gets opened, or at the moment of locking the door, Akku might even bang the door. But she didn't. Our desire to secretly unbolt the door when no one was looking also lost its form. So everything was pre-planned. So they had planned to such an extent that they will confine Akku within four walls of the room so that there will be no disturbance. Akku remained inside, waving her towel through the small window and shouting. So these are the words said by Akku to Vasu Chikkapaya. So Akku had complained that Vasu Chikkapaya has illicit relationship with Tamanaya's wife. Therefore, she shouts again that Tamanaya's wife is waiting for you. Go, look, run fast. Shameless man, come and hit me. Let me see. So again, look at her courage. Okay, look at her fearlessness in speaking the truth. Okay, she keeps on exhibiting her assertiveness.